Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official AHM NPL 26 draft show. This is the first time we're hosting the draft show at AHM Health Insurance HQ right behind us. They are the official sponsor of the NPL, the title sponsor, powering pickleball in Australia. So a big shout out to AHM Health Insurance. We've got a massive year of pickleball ahead. This is our first full season of the NPL Professional Teams Pickleball League. We've usually done half seasons, so this is technically the fifth season, and now we're running 6 regular season rounds, a mid-season tournament, and it's all culminating in a final series at the new JAR headquarters, which will be revealed soon in a few months, and it'll be held August 28th to August 30th. A few other highlights we have is a bunch of new captains. We do want to say congratulations to some of our existing captains who have signed contracts overseas. Sarah Dennehy and Danielle Townsend, they were amazing NPL players, and we wish them all the best in their journeys in America and through Asia. Of course, it would be remiss of us to not mention Joey Wild as well, focusing on the tournament scene. He was an amazing captain for the Brumbies. Stepping in for him in massive shoes is the pride of WA, Andy Horridge. We do have a few other new captains that we'll announce as we go into the draft. And as you can see behind me, we are really, really close. We have 12 teams, we have 36 picks, and we have 4 teams per state. A reminder as well that each of the captains will have 1 minute to be able to pick, and we are about to get started for AHM NPL 26, the official draft show. All right, on the clock. For the first pick, we have new captain Crystal Mildwaters, one of the rising young stars from Focus Pickleball. She is taken over the Opals, Danielle Townsend's former team, and her pick is about to come in. No surprises. Nicola Schumann is the first pick in AHM NPL 26. Not only is she one of the best young players in Australia, she might be one of the best young players in the world. And that's what Jupa says. That's what we've seen on the Asian scene. We remember her from season 1 of NPL, and she's right back now for season 26. Congratulations, Nicola. On the clock, I believe we have the adders, and that is Matt Kuznetsov, currently in Thailand, has woken up at 3 a.m., one of the top 3 Kuznetsov brothers in the country right now. His pick is going to come in very, very soon. And it's in. And again, no surprises there. One of the top females, Kat Westbury. She's got an amazing tennis pedigree. Could be a top 3 singles player in Australia. She loves training at the JAR, and that's a really formidable duo now. Matt Kay and Kat Westbury, they've been training for a while down there at the home of Pickle. Congratulations, Kat Westbury. On the clock now, the very amenable and likeable Kyle Stoker. He's promised us he's getting his body right. This is the first pick for New South Wales. And he selected Ryan Henry. Ryan Henry, for those who don't remember, he actually won singles APC title a couple of years ago. He is in his 40s, but he can challenge anyone in their 20s or 30s. And right now, this is his first season for NPL. So Kyle Stoker and Ryan Henry together, I can't wait to see what they do. All right, our next pick is Mr. Harry Brown, the NPL ambassador. He broke the internet about 3 days ago. If you haven't gone to @NPL Pickleball to see one of the greatest outback photo shoots of all time, then you are absolutely kidding yourself. This guy is going to revolutionize pickleball in Australia. But firstly, let's find out who he's going to add to his team this year. And wow, here is some big news. Not many people would know about this, but Katie Hart has joined NPL here for the first time. That is an incredible duo now. Katie Hart, Harrison Brown, the first pick for the Outback. Congratulations to Katie as well. We can't wait to see her in the green and white colours of NPL. All right, our next pick, Sahil Dang. This might be the quickest riser in Australian pickleball over the last 12 months. He is picking for the Roos, and his first pick here is Kat Valos. The second cat from the Kanga Cats. As we know, the Kat Valos, Kat Westbury double was playing in the Roos last year. They brutally missed out on playing in the finals, but they both come back with a vengeance. Kat Valos is an incredible two-way player, also with a tennis background. And now with Sahil Dang, that is a really, really strong duo in Victoria. Next up on the clock, Selena Tarulia. She's the captain of the Heat. She's won, I think, 2 state MVPs. She's been in 3 of the 4 finals. She's just an amazing player. She once went undefeated throughout the whole season, and now she is back again for another season of NPL. Who has she got in store? The pick is in, and they return together. Shannon Spencer and Selena Tarulia. You might remember them from their deep finals run last year. They dispatched pretty much everyone that they played during the regular season. And I think Shannon now with another season under her belt, and Selena now dabbling in the overseas tour as well. She'll be at DJoy coming up this weekend. Let's see what they can do their second season together. Isn't that exciting? All right, on the clock now. Mr. Andy Horridge. He's fresh off a triple crown in the WA. He's also joining NPL for the first time. He was close to joining in the past, but he's going to take over the Joey Wild Brumbies. He's got a lot of energy. He's a great singles player, really, really strong. And who is he going to pick first? And it is an all-family affair. Alicia Horridge, the sister of Andy Horridge, gets picked there. I can hear the cheers in my left ear from the Horridge family watching in their own personal draft party at home. That is an amazing effort to get both Horridge twins straight back into the Queensland NPL. Of course, Alicia Horridge, I believe, part of the Dinosaurs back in the day as well, for those playing trivia at home. All right, next up, who have we got? Ayesha Dang. Oh, dang. You might have read this article on the nplpickleball.com.au website. This brother and sister duo, I don't think we've seen anything like it in Australian pickleball or maybe world pickleball. This is her first time as captain. She's been uber excited about everything that comes with captain. She's ready for that leadership step up. Let's see if she can draft a good team. And I believe the pick is in. We have Ethan Butson, former captain of the Tide, former Luz player, represented NPL in our first China trip as well. Apparently he's been doing some secret workouts, and we look forward to seeing what he can do now in a non-leadership position under Ayesha Dang. Congratulations. Next up on the clock, which is pick 9, we have another new captain for NPL. Brian Tran. If you didn't know the name last season, you figured out pretty quickly this guy could play. And not only could he play, he moves around the court like some of the best singles players in Australia, and he's really picked up the doubles over the last bit. Part of that Heat deep finals run, he's now taken on the captaincy, and he's one of the great good men in the New South Wales pickleball scene, and I believe he's made his pick. And he's selected one of the great feel-good stories of 2026, Daike Tanabe. He played Div 2. He was asked to be a fill-in by almost every single pro team, and now he's actually in the Pro League. Congratulations, Daike. You're an absolute superstar, and we look forward to seeing what Brian and Daike can do together. Next up on the clock in the AHM NPL 26 draft show, we've got the Reef returning. You might remember the Reef were a team that did not exist last season, but existed previously. And we are doing an homage here and an honour to New Zealand. I do want to shout out Ruben and Topspin, who are joining our Division 2 with 4 New Zealand teams. And we thought, what better way to integrate New Zealand into the Australian scene by having a captain coming from New Zealand. Sorry, I've just got corrected. It's 6 Division 2 teams. And we have our only New Zealand captain, and that is Mr. James Wilson, who is a single superstar. If you were in New South Wales, you were watching Matt Barton versus James Wilson, and you were on the edge of your seat. What has the great New Zealand Kiwi done? He selected Taya Cross. No surprise there. That means we've gone Skuman, Hart, Cross, I believe, in Queensland females. Taya Cross was one of those up-and-comers. We've had a few of them. We've had Skoman, we've had Tarulia, we've had Mild Waters, and then Cross last season. She represented Australia in Peru, and here she is now as one of the top 3 female picks, looking to continue to improve. Next up, we have another new captain. She is the queen of Armenian pickleball. If you want to go and read up about Armenian pickleball, there are multiple articles out there that reference the rise of Isabel Papajan. First time as captain. She's been seen at the Jar. She did take some time off overseas, and she's now back in Australia, ready to play NPL. Let's see what she selects. And she's gone with Neves Baric. You might remember this was the giant slayer in the NPL Season 4 finals. I believe she took down both Selena and Crystal on one of those magical runs. You just had to be there at the jar to believe it. And since then, we've seen her training 2 or 3 times a week. This could be another bolter, a great pick for Isabelle Papajan. All right, next up on the clock, final pick for round 1, we have the Comets. And this is first-time captain as well, Mickey Hayett. We've had to convince her to be captain, but I think she's ready to step into that leadership role. Her and Selena trying to team up. They decided now to split up, and we are ready to see what Mickey Hayett's first pick is. And no surprise, she goes with one of the stronger male players in Australia. Matt Barton dominated for the Heat last season. And although he says he doesn't love pickleball, I think we all know now that is one of the great lies in the Australian pickleball scene. He's obsessed. He's ready to put on a show. Mickey is an unbelievable player. She did win our Melbourne Championships. She took down Summer, I believe, the first person to take down Summer in the last 2 years in Australia. So good luck to Mickey and Matt Barton. As we move to round 2, we got Mickey again. She gets that back-to-back pick that a lot of the pack captains covet. And she has gone with her former captain and former captain of the Comets, Miss Nancy Ferguson, who was also there earlier in the year in APP Malaysia as part of the GPA Pickleball. If you haven't checked, you should go to gpapickleball.org. Get your ranking today. You want to be one of the best players in the world, you've got to be on the GPA Pickleball scene. Nancy has done that, and now she's reunited with Mickey Hayett. And next up, we have Isabelle Papajan with pick number 14 in the 29ers. And we have Nigel Lee returning to Victoria. Last year, Nigel Lee was playing in the Boroughs, and the Boroughs did take home the final Season 4 championship. He was a bit of a sleeper pick, not a sleeper anymore. He's returned to Victoria. He does put himself as multi-state, so this is a great pick from Isabelle. Nigel keeps improving in the singles, and he's made his doubles run as well over the last 3 or 4 months. Let's see how good he can be in AHM NPL 26. Now, next up again, Mr. New Zealand, James Wilson and the Reef, and I believe his pick has just come in. Bit of suspense there, but another shout out across the pond. Connor Robertshaw might be one of the biggest players in the tour in terms of muscle to really match James Wilson and the size that they'll have and the reach they'll have across the court. This is a formidable men's duo. Connor Robertshaw is so powerful. He's so fun to watch. That duo is going to be must-see TV on the AHM NPL Green Zone. Next up, Dinkers, Mr. Brian Tran, picking his second pick. And he's gone with one of the true NPL mainstays since Season 1. You might remember her from the Aliens and their deep run in Season 1 there, Tyra Calderwood. Massive tennis pedigree, one of the nicest girls on tour with roots to Canberra, and she will be an amazing pick here for Brian Tran and the Dinkers. Next up, Ayesha Dang has come in with pick 17. Let's see what she does. And she's gone with Memory Lelanoa. It's hard to believe, but Memory is still not 18. She's been around the pickleball scene for the last 2 years and really keeps growing and growing and growing. She has incredible power. You once again have to see it in person to believe it. And I think she's really going to take a step up this year, especially underneath someone as committed to training and to furthering herself like Ayesha Dang. Congratulations, Memory. All right, and Brumbies. Andy Horridge selects Simone Kessel, fresh off her Division 2 championship win. Wasn't that a stirring win down at the Jar in late November last year? She really celebrated with a squealing pig Prosecco after. In fact, I saw a second one being poured. She's an amazing asset for pickleball. She comes with all the right personality and the right attitude, and that is a great little pick there for Mr. Andy Horridge. Pick number 19, Selena, known for her drafting. She's one of the craftiest drafters in NPL history, and she does not disappoint. Ashton Chan, this is a rising star in New South Wales pickleball. He came in last year for the Stingers and pulled off some big scalps He's been training the house down under the tutelage of Kyle Stoker. He's not in Kyle Stoker's team. Selena's picked another bolter. Well done to Ashton Chan, Div 2 to Pro Tour. And now, pick 20, Sahil Dang and the Ruse. Sahil, again, like his sister, just absolutely steadfast with his training regime and improving every single week. Who has he got here in the second round? He's gone with Nat Fisher. A lot of the other states might not know the Fishers very well, but Nat Fisher is an incredible right-side player. She is so solid in every single match that she plays, and she's going to be a great addition to that Ruse team. Well done, Sahil and Nat. Next up on the clock, Mr. Harry Brown, Outback, NPL Ambassador, selects Kirsty McCorkingdale. Kirsty McCorkingdale is one of the greatest singers and musicians on the pickleball scene. And if you couple that with her rise in pickleball, I don't know if there's a more talented all-round musician athlete in the scene right now. Kirsty, a great person, back into an NPL Pro team. And next up, we do have the Stingers. Kyle Stoker, he's known for some random picks, some really, really good ones, some out there ones. What can he pull off today? He's gone with the Ox. Louise Oxnevad, back-to-back Bandicoot, rangy, left-hander, doesn't stop smiling, doesn't stop improving as well. Hard to pass at the net. It's great to see the Ox back, not under the Bandicoots, but now with the Stingers and Kyle Stoker. And now, pick 23, second last pick of the second round, Matt Kuznetsov and the Adders. It's another family affair. We were waiting. Who is going to be the next Kuznetsov off the board? We did have a lot of bets on Daniel, but it ended up being Tim. Tim Kuznetsov, the youngest of the brothers. Some say the best. That's what Matt's hoping for this year. It's great to see the brothers together for the Adders. And our final pick for round 24, Crystal, who had the first pick, you might remember, with Nicola. She's now gone with Hamish Bartos. Again, a name that rose with fame last season. Hamish is South Australia's probably best male player, and he plays with this brash confidence that we absolutely love at the NPL. It's time to see what he can do with Crystal and the Opals. We now move on to round 3. Round 3, we actually do have a little summary board here before we move on to round 3. It's great to see some of the names that are returning, like Nigel Lee, Neebs Barrett, Tyra Calderwood, and it's great to see some of those Div 2 to Pro Tour. Daiki Tanabe, the one that really stands out there. And of course, Matt Barton now playing in his second season. Ashton Chan was that other Div 2 to Pro Tour. Ethan Butson out of the captaincy role. And Simone there, fresh off Div 2 champion as the third upgrade to the Pro Tour. Round 3, ladies and gentlemen, we have the final picks that might decide who's taking home the majority of that $150,000 prize pool. It's a massive prize pool in Australian pickleball. These last few picks might be the difference between having a really strong team and a team that's battling for those middle final positions. And the Comets have selected Guillermo Jacquet, one of the great pickleball coaches in New South Wales. He trains all the best players. He trains with the best. Is he ready for that next step up? I think so. A great pick there. On the clock, pick 26, the 29ers, Isabel Papajan, and there it is. Dan Kay is the third and final Kuznetsov off the board. The coach at the Jar Pickleball Club and a former captain of the Adders and a former captain in Season 1. He's a fantastic player, and it's great to see all Kuznetsov brothers on and in AHM NPL 26. Pick 27, James Wilson and the Reef, Zoe Dagmar. Brothers of Adam Dagmar, she has been plying away on the Asian pickleball scene. She's been going from stop to stop, and we've seen really, really improved results there. She's putting in all the effort on training and in the tournaments, and I think it's going to start to pay off in 2026. And now the Dinkers coming in, Brian Tran, who's his final pick? Tatiana Bozovic. Sisters to Alex Bozovic. Tatiana had her first year in Season 4, and she just brought the energy. She was the first one there pretty much every Saturday waiting for the gate to come up. And here she is now ready to take that next step up and prove she's one of the best female players in the country. And now pick 29, Aisha Dang. And the Fisher, Josh Fisher, he is a really, really solid player. He's got that pickleball IQ people like to talk about, and he's going to bring that to the team. Finally, the Brumbies have selected Josh Niparis, son of John Niparis, and probably one of the best under 23 singles players. Probably the only person we think that might be able to challenge Harry Brown. There's a little challenge between Josh and Harry. Welcome back, Josh. And Selena has now selected with her final pick, Mr. Josh Chia, the Chia seed. He's been playing all over the country and he's willing to travel to play. He keeps improving and he's now playing with one of the best female players in Australia. Sahil Dang and the Roos are next up and they've selected what we're calling the bolter of the draft. You haven't heard this name, Ethan Chung. It might be like Brian Tran last season. This name is going to bolt to the top of Australian pickleball, or so we hear. And now I believe we only have a couple of picks remaining. The suspense. The Outback. Mr. Harrison Brown has reunited himself with his long-time doubles partner, Daniel Fogel-Coolidge, the man in the van, the man who has the potential to be that top 5 player in both disciplines. It's good to see Harry and DFK back together. And then now our last 3 picks, Kyle Stoker and the Stingers. Wow, this one is a blast from the past. Gianni Martin returns, a Newcastle native. She was the captain of the Grasshoppers for those who watched season 1 back in 2024. It's great to see her back now. And final 2 picks, Matt Kuznetsov and the Adders select Amy Munro. Gee, she really improved in the last few rounds of season 4. And if she continues that trajectory, this is one of those great round 3 picks from Matt Kuznetsov. And last but not least, for AHM NPL 26, the draft show, Crystal Mildwaters, who had the first pick, uses her last pick on Aaron Johnson, the vibe man of NPL. If you want someone to really lift you and bring this cohesive team spirit, Aaron Johnson's your guy. He played one of the best singles matches we ever have seen in NPL soil at the Jar in the finals last year. Welcome back, AJ. I'd like to extend a very hearty congratulations to all 36 picked players. They're on the screen there. You have the Heat, the Comets, the Dinkers, the Stingers in New South Wales, the Opals, Outback, Reef and Brumbies in Queensland, and the 29ers, Adders, Roos and Tide in Victoria. Congratulations, all 36 players. At least 10 new players into the Pro Tour from last season. We can't wait. We've got round 1, April 25th. Mark that in your calendar, and then mark in your calendar as well the first ever mid-season tournament. We've got a teams format. We have a new State of Origin format. That's right. And we have an individual tournament across doubles and mixed doubles happening from May 22nd to May 24th. And then again, if you're thinking of going away in late August, I would think again, August 28th to August 30th. That's when we decide the winner of the first ever full-length season, AHM NPL 26. Thank you again to AHM Health Insurance, the official sponsor at their HQ, and good luck to all players and teams in season 26.